Beautiful day, huh?
Yeah, it is.
We're out here doing our walk jog. I thought I'd bring a video to you what it looks like on the street that we use. I'll show you the hill. There's Patty.
Hi.
It's a beautiful day though. This is a huge field here. Huge. Acres and acres. Not sure what they do or grow. They water a lot, but other than that, I don't know. So I'm out here trying to feel out an injury I got in my heel. It was very, very, very painful. I couldn't really walk on it. And so I limped a lot for many weeks. I do like to come out and run on pavement still. I'm 54. I've been doing a lot of, street work, hill work. But I think my problem is that I wore sneakers that were worn out, that weren't properly supporting my foot, so I wouldn't land right on my foot. And I just pounded the wrong area there on my foot because it wasn't landing right. So finally it just said, you know what? You did this to me too long, so there's going to be a consequence. So I've got these new sneakers. I'm just jogging, taking you on a jog with me. I'm going very light though. Right now I'm warming up on the flats, but I got a pair of sneakers that are really, 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 really supportive. A little costly, but the names of them, I can show you. But they're Brooks. It says it here. It says it there, Brooks. But the support is unbelievable. The support is unbelievable. So it's a nice day. Enjoy the sun when you're out. That's why we like to come out for a jog. And so yeah, so the support in the Brooks shoe is really, really good. I'll say that. I tried running and jogging, but it was too soon, and I ended up re-injuring it. So it's been about a month. I can run on a treadmill without any problem, even at an incline. I can jog and do all that. So that's not really bothering me, on a treadmill, which is fine. But I prefer to be outside. That's my preference. I prefer to do, sprinting, jogging, interval training. I've from the house to the end of this street and back is about 11 miles. I've done that about 4 times, I think, since we've been here in my life. No problem, so I've done that. But, the way I train, I'm not a dedicated runner, a dedicated, street runner, jogger. Some people are dedicated bikers. They like to go out on their bike and pedal for miles, and, that's what they are, right? So you guys could see, with my body, my physique, my number one passion, and it's to me, for health benefit reason, is the gym, is free weights. Not a lot of machines because they stabilize the weight for you. So predominantly it's free weight. You have to stabilize it. You've got to balance it. So you're using, a lot more of the muscles, especially as you get older, to, stabilize. And how's your knee? Oh yeah. So, a lot of people give up this street stuff. They give it up in their late 20s or 30s, and they say, you know what? I feel an injury or my knee, or, and I get all that. Yeah, Patty was a cross-country runner in school. So I get all that. I get that, sometimes injuries or pain, can sideline people, and they just think they can't get through it or buy it. But I'm a testament to the fact that you can. No matter, I'm progressing in age. I'm 54. And the point of working out You know, the point of working out, a lot of people don't see it this way, but it's for your body to adapt to stress. And it's going to feel pain. I mean, there's no way around it. But the more you commit yourself to it and work through it, you know, the stronger and more resilient your body gets. That's my belief. So, you know, I'm not one of those yoga people that, you know, just believe in breathing, which I don't have a problem with, you know, to help with breathing and try to relax, I guess, you know, from that point of view, and stretch. Stretching is all good stuff, but I wouldn't just be a yoga person. You know, I believe in developing the physique, developing muscle. The more muscle, the healthier one tends to be, especially as they get older. You know, and you're not going to get that muscle mass from doing yoga, you know, or riding a bike forever, or even being a long distance runner who are very thin, tend to be very thin. So I use this as a alternative during my weekly workouts, and I kind of like a boot camp type, you know, experience. But like I said, at the end of the day, injuries come with the territory, and to me, an injury is never equivalent to the word quit. Right? It just means you've got to tend to the injury, but I always work it and rehab the injury. Patty would tell you that. He's like in the gym or whatever, you know, he'll go lighter, but he's gonna, even though he's in pain, he's gonna rehab that injury until it goes away. And so that's what I do, you know, and then it goes away. I haven't gotten into all the injuries someday I will, I'll share it, but I mean, definitely there were injuries or I couldn't, in my shoulders and knees and hip, I couldn't do any weight. Yeah, my back, I couldn't do any weight, barely any weight, but I still kept going, did what I could, endured through the pain, and it was very painful. A lot of people probably wouldn't have done it, but I wouldn't give up where I'm at now at 54, what I can do in the gym, how I've rehabbed those injuries. I've come out stronger for it, right? So yeah, so hopefully this foot thing was just this, you know, heel injury was temporary. You know, it was definitely painful. But again, I've been through this before, and I just want to take you guys out, you know, sort of peek into the life of DM coaching, see how I work through these things. You know, I do this, as I said, I rehab injuries. I've been doing it now for several years, you know, and my body tells me, okay, you know, work through it, rehab it, and then, okay, it may be time where you can go back out on the street and hit it again, you know. So let's see, right? What's the worst that can happen, guys? The worst that can happen, I feel the pain and I have to stop and I can't do it. But I wouldn't know unless I try. So don't be afraid. You know, don't be afraid of what might lie ahead. Just give it a shot.
That's saying no retreat, no surrender.
Yeah, just give it a shot. You know, if the pain got too bad right now, I'd stop. I wouldn't even push it, you know? So I would just walk it out, you know, and I would admit that it's going to take more time, you know, to heal. And that's that, you know? If I can't ever go out on the street again like I'm doing now, then fine, you know? If it was something severe or it would not allow me to do this, then obviously I would have to swallow that pill, you know, and stick to a treadmill, and that's it. But you know, I'm gonna try all my efforts to see if this can still be something I can do before I resign, you know, resign to that. So that's my word of encouragement, maybe with where you're at in your life. Yeah, we're on that hill now. It's a great inclined hill. But the reason it's a hill, or we call it a hill, it's a man-made, of course, hill, but it oversees 75. Highway 75 that runs through Florida. And the cool thing is that it's not an exit, so cars can't go, off and on through here, which is nice. And like I said, this is a good 5.5 mile from our street to the end of this street, and there literally isn't any houses or anything like that. I'll give you a view here. Nothing. Just field. That's it. Cows. Cows, agriculture, all the way down. And that's it. So we made it to the top of the hill. Feeling okay so far. I know it's there. I know the injury is there. A little bit, slightly. So this is 75 here. Obviously on both sides. So yeah, we're at the top of the hill here. It's flat. And then there's another hill on the other side of it, that is a decline at first, and then I turn around and I would sprint up, the incline the other way coming back. So I would just work this area here where the hill is, and watch out for traffic, because that's something you really have to do. But you see for miles and miles what I'm talking about. It's really an awesome place. It's an awesome place to train. I've loved it since we've been here. It's been a hill. I just don't want to give it up. It's been 10 years of memory, of working this hill through my journey, of where I'm at now. And, I used to do really great boot camp workouts here. I would do jumps here, lunges here, push-ups here, sprints here, backwards, run backwards, all kinds of stuff, sideways, legs crossing, going up sideways. Just holds a lot of memories. In the heat, the hottest time of the year, wouldn't matter. We'd be out here doing it, So it's starting to get more comfortable now, which is great. We're gonna have our humidity come back by next Sunday, so just a nice time to enjoy this bit drier weather and get outside. To me, that's part of my enjoyment. Training sessions, they're good in a gym, but I like to be outside too and breathe the air and get a good workout in at the same time. So it's a part of it, it's just a part of it. That's all, guys. Just wanted to bring you this video, bring you with me to see how my rehab's been progressing, and at least show some progress here, definitely, from where I was just a month ago. Like I said, I had to limp to walk. It was very painful. When you drove a car, it wouldn't matter if you rest your foot on your heel. It was my left foot, my left heel, so it rests no matter where it would rest on the car as I'm driving, or even with my feet up watching TV. It would just hurt. Any pressure on that heel would hurt. So it wasn't just when you walked, it was constant. But I didn't take any pain reliever, nothing like that. I just gave it time. And then worked it out, in a treadmill, just by walking first, incline, and then slow jog, easy jog, and then increase my jogging ability. So that's what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. So I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe I can get back out on the street, give this a shot. So we're doing it. So just an encouragement to you. You can do it too. You guys want to email me? Share with me your experiences. Let me, partner with you. Give you that guidance. I've been there myself. Been there, done it. And that's what DM Coaching for You is all about. So email me, dmcoachingforyou@gmail.com. All right. Eddie's waving goodbye. It's time to go. And we're going to try to knock more of this out. You guys have a great day. All right, so I'm going to do a jog toward you, just so you guys can see. There it is. So you guys can see for yourself. So far so good. Back on the feet. I wanted to share with you. There's nothing in my advice or my awareness to you. There's nothing more difficult, harder to endure all the challenges that come with true Christianity. The persecutions, the abandonment, the challenges, the attacks, the assaults, the loneliness. When you know what the truth is and you expose the counterfeit, there's nothing more challenging than those obstacles and injuries that one feels from it, right? But between that and the training, the working out, you guys look at my body, I pose, 54 years old. Well, right, nobody really thinks about how many injuries I sustained, how bad they were. You don't get to where, what I've done now at 54. You don't get there because it was just smooth sailing and everything was nice and easy, and I didn't experience any setbacks or adversity, health-wise and stuff like that. It's absolutely false. Absolutely false. The only reason I'm back where I'm at and I'm doing what I do, and that's what today's about. Whether it's staying strong and on the course to what true Christianity is about, in the truth, and also our bodies are the temple, right, of God, of the Holy Spirit. And that, this just does not come, this process of strengthening, of developing, of growing stronger, right? That doesn't come unless you overcome. Unless you overcome, whether it's spiritual or physical, whatever. Setbacks, attacks, whatever it might be. But, the scripture is very clear. Don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. Strengthen what remains. And, you can get back in that race and sprint. Not walk. It'd be nice. Sure, I could tone down. People would say, why don't you just tone down? You're 54. Why don't you just tone down? I've heard that before. People that ran gyms. What do you got to prove? You're, mid-50s. Why are you doing what you're doing? It's not about really proving anything to anybody. It's about what my mindset is spiritually. and with God and physically with God. That's what it is. It's about honoring God. They think of it in the natural human way, right? But there's no honor to be brought to God when people quit, give up, get overweight, let that conquer them and overcome them. There's nothing about that glorifies God. So anyway, I just want to show you guys, I'm back. I don't feel any re-emergence of that pain right now. I'm going to do a little bit more, but you guys, I just wanted to bring this ending to you. Say bye, Patty. Love you guys. Again, email me dmcoachingforyou@gmail.com.